आज की इस विश्लेषण में, we're looking back at one of the absolute darkest mornings in modern human history. We're unpacking the complete story of the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami. It was December 26, 2004, a day that, started out just like any other, but ended up etching a permanent, devastating scar into our global memory. Today, we're going to break down exactly how the Earth ruptured, why the warning signs were completely missed, and how this one catastrophic event fundamentally changed our relationship with the ocean forever. 14. That is the number of countries across the Indian Ocean whose coastlines were violently struck by this single event, leaving over 227,000 people dead. This wasn't just some isolated tragedy confined to one city or one shoreline. Within a matter of hours, a localized underwater fracture morphed into a massive global emergency, devastating communities across 14 entirely different nations. Part 1. That morning of December 26th. So, picture this. It's a Sunday morning. For tourists in places like Phuket, Thailand, it was supposed to be a beautiful day for walking on the beach, just enjoying the holidays. The ocean was completely calm. But within merely a few hours, those exact same beautiful coastlines were hit with massive, unstoppable waves. By sundown, millions of lives were changed forever. The contrast between that incredibly peaceful dawn and the catastrophic aftermath, well, it remains totally staggering. Part 2. Sumatra's underwater earthquake. You see, a tsunami isn't just a surface wave. It's a violent displacement of the entire water column. What happened here was a massive 9.1 magnitude megathrust earthquake right beneath the seafloor, off the coast of Sumatra. The tectonic plates suddenly snapped, thrusting a 900-mile stretch of the ocean floor violently upward. Try to wrap your head around that. It displaced billions of tons of water all at once. All that unimaginable energy transferred directly into the ocean, birthing these giant deep-water waves that started racing outward in every single direction. And they were moving at speeds exceeding 500 miles per hour. That's literally as fast as a commercial jet. Part 3. That unheard warning. This is really a question of survival. Think about it. If you were standing on a beach and the ocean suddenly began to retreat, pulling way, way back and exposing the seafloor, what would you do? Because there was basically no widespread education on this back in 2004, thousands of people were just amazed. They actually walked right out onto the exposed sand to look at the stranded marine life. But scientifically speaking, why is this specific phenomenon so incredibly dangerous? Well, that retreating water is actually the trough, the lowest part of the tsunami wave, reaching the shore first. It acts exactly like a giant, terrifying vacuum, drawing all that coastal water back to feed the massive crest that's building right behind it. It's nature's ultimate final warning siren. But because humanity largely failed to understand this natural warning sign that day, thousands of people remained right there on the beaches. They were completely unaware of the immense force drawing back, literally just minutes away from striking. Part 4. When the sea returned as destruction. The geography of this destruction was vast and completely unrelenting. Over in Indonesia's Aceh province, which was closest to the epicenter, the devastation was near total. We're talking entire communities wiped off the map. In Thailand, famous tourist beaches became disaster zones in the blink of an eye. Over in Sri Lanka, the waves actually derailed the Queen of the Sea train, claiming over 1,700 lives in what remains one of the worst rail disasters in human history. And in India, regions like Tamil Nadu and the Andaman and Nicobar Islands faced unimaginable loss. These waves swept through all these diverse regions with equal, terrifying power. Part 5. Lessons for the future. So, to ensure this scale of unseen tragedy never happens again, the international community stepped up and developed the modern Indian Ocean tsunami warning system. Here's how it works. First, an intricate network of seismometers instantly detects underwater quakes. Second, deep ocean buoys are deployed to constantly monitor real-time sea level changes, basically confirming if a wave has actually been generated. And finally, an international communication network issues immediate, widespread alerts to coastal authorities and the public. Essentially, we replaced silence with a system of rapid, life-saving information. The 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami wasn't just some geographical event. It was a profoundly dark historical moment. It was a day when the Earth shifted, the oceans rose, and humanity was abruptly reminded of the immense, truly uncontrollable power of the natural world. It really begs the question for all of us, as we continue to build and live along the beautiful coastlines of our planet, are we truly prepared to respect and listen to the warnings of the sea? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep learning, keep asking questions, and I'll see you next time.